So let's talk about Wrexham, shall we? What an incredible week it's been for them. What an incredible start to life in League Two as well. They've scored as many goals as they've conceded. They find themselves in mid-table. And they proved that life without Paul Mullin so far hasn't been as big an obstacle to scoring goals as they first thought. However, they've conceded plenty. And that's the issue so far, isn't it? And their latest game is a 5-5 draw against Swindon Town, which prompted Ben Foster to realise that actually he's probably not good enough for this level after all, and he's announced his retirement, his second retirement from the game, which is a brave move and actually the right thing to do for Foster in the best interests of Wrexham, really. So fair play to him and best of luck in your retirement again. But for Wrexham, this means moving forward really from very, very shaky defensive displays from the start of their life in League Two. And a lot of that was caused by the uncertainty coming from Foster himself. And he was the first to admit that when he announced his retirement as well. Against Swindon, they were 4-1 down at half-time, and so many of the goals were avoidable. They were just goals that most goalkeepers of that level would at least get close to. There was plenty of occasions for a few of the goals where Foster was just too slow to come off his line, or just generally too slow to kind of get down to parry the shot, and the shot would sail past him. Swindon could have had a few more, to be fair. Fair play to the resilience of Wrexham. It's not the first time we've seen it this season, is it, where they've dug deep and tried to score and salvage something from the game. And going into the final minutes of the game against Swindon, 5-3 down, massively demoralised at that point, and still finding the desire to come back to 5-5 just shows how determined this team are, how good a team it is, and what spirit they have. So yeah, no Foster, which would be interesting to see how they replace him, whether they stick to Rob Lainton, who they've already got, or whether they dip into the transfer market with the amount of time we've got left still to find new players. There are rumours that they're after Danny Ward from Leicester City, who obviously seems to make sense as the Wales number one. Hasn't had the best time in the Premier League since he started a string of games last season under Brendan Rodgers, so doesn't exactly come with a glowing reputation at the very top level. But it would represent another homecoming of sorts for Ward, who's played for Wrexham in the past. So who knows, he might be just the kind of profile of player that Wrexham need at this moment in time to replace a character as big as Ben Foster. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments below. I know we've got quite a few Wrexham supporters who watch the channel. Be interesting to see what you think is the solution to Wrexham's goalkeeper next step, really. But obviously, one thing we do know so far is that Wrexham are one of the most supported teams outside of the Premier League now. A big following in the US, as we know. And they don't half know how to deal in drama, do they? Drawing against Swindon Town with a 96th minute winner from Elliot Lee. What a dramatic way to finish a game. And they're making a habit of it, aren't they, Wrexham, with these dramatic late finishes. And long may it continue. If you want to see more of Wrexham chat on the Football Diary podcast, let me know. Might be a mini-series, who knows?